Anyways, hey guys, how you doing? In this video, we're going to be talking about art styles. Art styles. If you're an artist, especially a comic book artist, graphic novel artist, you know, I don't think animators really bother about that, but artists generally, we always have this thing about finding our style, and you know, sometimes it can be terrible. Honestly, it can be a terrible experience, and sometimes, yeah, actually, most of the times it's kind of a terrible experience because there's this pressure that artists put themselves under just because they want to find their style. And it's not just physical, it's like a mental thing where you're like, I need to get my style. What's my style? Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to talk about art styles today. Does it really matter? Does it not matter? So I'm going to throw a question to you first. What do you think? Does art style matter to you? Is this video will be in 3 parts here or 4? First, me introducing you to what art style is, if you don't know what an art style is. Secondly, I'm going to be talking about 3 reasons why art styles are important, and I'm also going to talk about 3 reasons why you don't necessarily need art style. And lastly, my own personal conclusion. What do I think overall? Let's get it. Let's get it. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. So what are art styles? Yeah. Let me quickly Google it. Let me Google it. Wait. What are art styles? What is an art style? What is a art style? I'm weirdly comfortable making this video today. I was a bit nervous earlier today. I don't know what happened. All right. So they say art style describes the way the artwork looks. Style is basically the manner in which the artist portrays his or her subject matter. In the layman English, art style is that unique way of creating your art piece. It is that thing that makes your piece stand out from other artists out there, yeah? So basically, that's what the art style is. 3 reasons why you should consider having an art style. First reason why art style is important. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's unnecessary. Number one, it makes you stand out as an artist. I mean, I'm going to flash some images. Probably not because I don't have permissions from the artists, but I probably will. Anyways, there are some pieces of work that when you see them, you know that it is this artist. So that's what art style does. It's like a signature. Wherever your work goes, they know it's you. So there's some all those little things that makes your art stand out, that especially your fans, when they see, they'll be like, yeah, I know who did this, I know who did that. So that's number one. It makes you stand out amidst the crowd, right? Amongst it makes you stand out from the crowd. Yeah. Now, number two, applying to specific studios. So yeah, art style is something that it helps when applying to different studios, yeah, or when studios are finding they're looking for artists. So some people have this gaming, painterly style of drawing, and it's actually their style. It's not them targeting a studio or anything, which that also helps, but like it's just their style. And some people, they have very cartoony stuff, and that is what maybe a game developer or an animation director, maybe that's what they are looking for. So the art style, it still links back to the first one. It makes you stand out, therefore making your clients, or yes, your clients locate you and find you. You get on to the next one. Number three. Art style helps you with, drum roll, branding. Yeah, branding. At the end of the day, your art style is your brand. Like, there's no way to go around it. Your art style is your brand. Yeah. And what do I mean by your art style is your brand? I keep on saying, as artists, it's maybe you draw, you sing, you act, whatever you do, you are your own brand. Like, at the end of the day, you are your own brand, and so your art style, it helps you build your brand. Yeah. and it's just like a logo. For example, when you see Pepsi, you see the red, the blue, the white, you know that it's Pepsi. And likewise, some artists too, there are some artists, they use certain colors for their illustration piece, and you just know. Yeah, it helps with your branding, it helps you stand out, and helps your branding. That's that about that. That's that about that. Now, three reasons why you don't need an art style, especially for beginners. Reason number one: art styles are learnable. Yeah, art styles are learnable, and this actually relates back to the second point in why you need an art style. So, for example, if you are creating a what's the word if you are creating a portfolio for a gaming studio, most of the times you need to match your art style with the art style of that game studio in order to get there and get accepted. Because obviously, if they are already working in this way, they can't say just because of one person they will switch stuff up. You get my point? So if you are targeting a particular studio, you need to learn how to draw in that style, and it is all learnable. Like, whether you already have an art style or you are still building your art style, like, you can always switch art styles. Yeah. So number one, art styles are learnable, so you can change your art style depending on what projects you are working on, who you are working on, or what your plan or target is. The second reason is why you don't necessarily need an art style. Like, there was a time where I used to feel down that, oh, I don't have an art style. I need an art style. I need it now. But growing up, especially entering into the industry, the arts industry, you get to realize that many people want to see what you can do, like, show us what you can do. And yes, having an art style doesn't necessarily limit you, but when your focus is just on the art style, you will not be able to focus on many other things. I mean, when it comes to art illustration, you have backgrounds, you have storyboarding, you have mood boards, visual development, all these stuffs. But if your focus is just on an art style, you won't even be able to, do the other things. And that's the thing. It's like it's mental. So it doesn't make you focus on the other aspects of arts that matters. Keep exploring. Keep exploring. Don't let your art style stop you. Even when you are learning an art style, the truth is you can never really like learn everything, like have everything. You just pick a little from here, pick a little from there, a little from here, yeah. And you come up with something beautiful eventually. The last point, the marketplace. The marketplace. Now, the marketplace, whether you like it or not, it dictates your value in a way, like in the business sense, yeah. So the marketplace demands, especially if you're an artist in Nigeria. I don't know about people that, I don't know too many people that maintain a style on all projects, because when you get commissions, especially for freelancers, even when you work in a studio, many times the studio work, like, are working on different things and different projects with different styles. They have unique styles. So it is always advisable to have a variety of styles that you can do. Don't limit yourself to, oh, I only paint this way, oh, I only do this. If that's what you love, of course you can carve out time to always do that or perfect that, but don't limit yourself to just that. Always try to explore, because the marketplace will always keep asking for different things. As human beings, we love variety. So don't just focus on style. And even though you are focusing on style, look into, like, don't let the style be the main thing on your mind. Don't let it be the main thing on your mind, or else you just get depressed. I'm serious. Yeah, so that's that. The marketplace. Show the marketplace what you can do. The marketplace wants to know what you can do. And now my conclusion, my personal conclusion, yeah. Number one, don't focus on products. Focus on I don't make some. I don't sum up. Ah, crap. Ah, shit. Anyways, don't focus on style. Focus on products. Listen to me, come closer. Yeah. Don't focus on style, focus on what? Products. Don't focus on style, focus on products. Of course. Focus on what? Products. And I'm saying it again so that to register in your brain. Don't focus on styles, focus on products. Reasons why I say focus on products is because in the long run, your products would eventually become your portfolio. Imagine a artist or a beginner that you're just going from style to style. Oh, I like this style, let me draw this. Oh, I like this style, let me draw this. Oh, I like this style, let me draw this. At the end of the day, what you have is just a full load of different styles that you've tried. But when you focus on actually creating a product, that product will stand alone and it will be something you can always refer back to. So, for example, I feel it's advisable to write a book. That's if you're a writer, like write a full book, a full story, exploring a particular style of writing, and publish it, or just put it out there. That way you can be able to refer people back to that book instead of saying, oh, I have like two paragraphs of something I wrote using this style. Now the same thing for artists. You can create an art of book, you can create a graphic novel, a comic book, you can create game cards, you can create creature designs that will just be in a book. You can call it your 30 creatures design, something like. Just create a product instead of just focusing on style, so that way you can have something tangible to refer to. You can have something to put as in your portfolio, that, oh, I made this. Always, like, it's very different when you finish a project than when you finish a piece of artwork. Of course, you might be like, oh, this piece is so cool, oh, it's nice. Then you go out for a walk and you come back and you're like, eh. When you finish a product, like an entire book, like the journey, when you started, where you are, and seeing it through everything, like, it's just a whole lot of emotions, whether it sells or it doesn't. Like, there's this joy it brings, that, oh, I created this,